Hi there, welcome back to another little installment of 'Tis the Season. I am doing finishing touches on the Little Woodlands journal. But before I do anything this morning, I need to fix this because it's driving me out of my mind. I fed the dog too early yesterday. I fed myself too early yesterday. So, let's see, it's 11:46 right now. There we go. Now you know what time it is, and that means I can still say good morning. Good morning. I have been busy in here this morning doing things that I can't record because it would mean carrying my phone all around the room, and that just doesn't work well for either one of us. Oh, there they are. I was just going to say, hold on. Spam drives me nuts. Anyhow, I was just going to say my heart's broken because I couldn't find my favorite tweezers. And there they were. I had a feeling that was going to be my last place I looked, was in here, because sometimes it makes it easier to pull stickers off of out of these books, these sticker books. So I'm going to pause again and go hang this back up on the wall where it belongs. So I will stop. I mean, the dog didn't mind getting fed an hour early, and I certainly didn't complain. I should have known better that I wasn't very hungry. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so yeah, I need to do final touches on this sweet little journal, and then hopefully it will actually, hold on, let's go out a bit. Hopefully it might be ready later today to put into my shop. I will be sure and post a little notice, definitely on Instagram, and you'll know if you've subscribed here to my YouTube channel, you'll know, because if you click on subscribe, there are bells that you can ring, and if you click the top one, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And so when the flip through gets uploaded, that usually gives you about a 3-hour, I try to give about a 3-hour time limit, in the event that you're interested, or else you may just want to look through the flip through and see what I've done behind the scenes. Anyhow, so this can be put away for the time being. These, they need a wash down with some acetone. they're really bad. Mind you, that gives them some nice grip. Talk about acetone. I couldn't stand it anymore this morning. This Fabri-Tac needed some watering down. And if you've never done it before, and if your 3-in-1 or your Fabri-Tac is getting very thick or starting to blow bubbles and volcano gobs of glue out the top, it's time to thin it out. And you can do that by using, you can use nail polish remover. You'll get better results if you can find 100% acetone. And check the label, because there's different kinds of nail polish remover. The 100% acetone is the strongest. So it's just, since I'm not a usual nail polish wearer, and I should, because my nails peel from the top down because of my PVC. And I have a special nail polish that I should be wearing to protect them so they don't literally peel down to my nail bed. This Nail Envy by OPI. Oh my goodness, it's expensive. But that, no matter of the price, I should be putting it on, and I forget. And plus, when I work with these things, it removes it anyways. So anyhow, put a splash in, and you won't be able to shake it. Just gently tilt it back and forth and roll it and back and forth. But I must tell you, I have found I can only thin out my Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. To me, they're interchangeable. I can only do it usually 2 times at the most before they it starts losing its fantastic hold. So, and if that's the case, something I highly recommend is to switch, and I forget to switch from using a big bottle, unless you're a major journal maker, and just go through them. There are some journal makers, I swear, there's one out there, and this journal maker makes really cool journals, but I swear has a flip through every single day, and I don't know how this person does it. It's a mystery to me. It's as if they literally do have elves in their art room with them, and they're pumping out a really good, attractive journal every day, it feels like. And here I am struggling to, like, 2 a month, 3 a month. Mind you, I've got to stop talking so much. If you can find a little bottle and just keep refilling the little bottle so that air doesn't get into the large one, you'll have better luck. But you've got the thing is to remember to do it, which is my big problem. So in the meantime, I added some acetone this morning, and we shall see. I'll sort of do a test run with it later today and make sure it's still got excellent stickiness. And so yeah, just grab yourself. I got this one at Sally Beauty. Sadly, our Sally Beauty in our little town, we did have one, and it closed. And I'm very sad, because that was handy to have a Sally Beauty in town. But the after COVID was over, a lot of landlords raised their rents to try and recuperate their losses. And the little plaza that our Sally Beauty was in, the landlord tripled the rent. Boom, just at one time. And the law allowed them to. Residential landlords cannot do that by law where I live. But commercial landlords absolutely can raise their rent, triple their rent, when the lease is up. That's the key. The lease has to be up. They can't do it in the middle of a lease. They have to honor the lease. Anyhow, they tripled Sally's rent, and Sally said, you know what? We're out of here. And, you know, the store is still sitting there empty, so the landlord may be regretting what they did and not negotiating with Sally, because Sally Beauty does a good business. I'm really, really off topic. Oh, my goodness. Anyhow, I am so happy with how this little beautiful journal that's still chock full of beautiful things turned out. Here, let's look in. There's the front page, the opening. Love how it turned out. The plaid ended up, so many of you, thank you. It was a great relief to hear so many of you comment and say that you do like the plaid. And I like it too. I think it does complement this opening page really nicely. The reds and the reds and the greens and the greens and the plaid with the plaid here and here. And then what I did was I found this little book plate from, it was, of course, I fussy cut it out of one of those little Hallmark books that you can give as gifts, you know, to hostess gifts if you're invited to a party and you don't want to come with an empty hand. So I fussy cut that out, gilded the edge, and it's also, for the new owner, a little tuck spot, but I'm not sure I would want to use it as a tuck spot because it covers up the cute little birdie with the nest and the snow we did. Over here I did put in the date, so you can see the 1924 there, so that you know that this little book is 100 years old. And then there is a Tim Holtz card. I embellished it a bit. I can't just leave it be because, first of all, I don't like that the back is pure white. So what I did on the back was the original text block had a few blank pages. So I glued a piece of one of the blank pages onto the back, and of course finished the edge with some ink, and then did some little punching on the edge, and I like the way that turned out. And I think that also, the holly and the holly also makes this more cohesive, and the eye can travel about and enjoy that. So but otherwise I don't think we're going to I think we'll stop there with what I show you, so that maybe later on today you can watch the flip through and go, oh wow, look what she did, oh look what she did. So so there's that. And oh, I did put a little sunshine on there, so which is kind of appropriate for this time of year, especially for a woodlands themed Christmas journal, because it also really could be a solstice journal for those who celebrate Yule instead of Christmas, or combine the two. I sort of combine the two. Not that I celebrate, but I keep it in the back of my heart, in the back of my thoughts about remembering Christmas and remembering the solstice, and that the days will start getting long again. And that's what solstice is all about, is welcoming the sun back. So my little symbol, my little for Sunnyside journals, comes in handy this time of year. So there we go. Let's put that aside. Now, I was busy this morning and I made a mucky mess of it. And here's the reason, here's the whole reason why. Let's go down and I'll show you. This thing right here is the whole reason why I was looking for these so desperately. It's a little piece of paper and I want it off there. That masking tape is upside down. I wanted a board for word snippets. If those of you who have been with me for a while know my word snippet folder, where I keep word snippets. I'll go through books before, if I'm not going to use the text block, I go through it and find word snippets that would be that would look good in books. And then I find that by spreading them out, it's easier for me to find the perfect word snippet rather than having them in bags like this. This is chaos. So I needed another one because I want one just for Christmassy word snippets and wintry word snippets. So I made this morning. Again, that's what I mean by I was busy today, because I was doing things that had me in other areas of my room, and I was using my glue gun. And as you can tell by this wrinkly mess, I'm not very good with a glue gun. Plus, it's hard to glue down masking tape upside down. This is the sticky side sticking up here. And this is the low tack, the super low tack masking tape. You can get it at craft stores. Nancy grabbed this for me one time when she was down in Buffalo, and I love it. It can be tricky to glue it down upside down, but it makes it easier. In this case, if you don't have the super low tack masking tape, use washi tape. I used extra wide washi tape on this one. It was washi tape I was never using. I don't know why I had it, because I didn't like it. I think I bought it at a dollar store, or I might have got it at a thrift store. But it was, I didn't like it. So I didn't mind using it, putting it to use so that it had some good. Now I want to add some of these back onto, see, like white frost. That can be wintry. And the reason why I leave space in between is so that they can hang off the edge. It makes them easier to grab when you need one. So see, that says winter. And that way you can use both sides of your tape. Like this one says sleigh bells. So that's definitely winter and Christmas. So when I see them, I snip them out. Santa Claus, snow. I'm going to still need this handy. Sometimes I need them through the year. So this may be kept in between in this book. And perhaps you're probably thinking, as I am right now, that this would have been so much better as my Christmas one, because that's the book I used. I wanted to use it because I just loved the cover. Look how beautiful that cover is. I've never seen it again at my thrift store. Usually that's the kind of book that you see again. If you don't move them around a bit, sometimes they want to stay there permanently. So you have to lift them carefully. Christmas. They hung their stockings. Now, some really good books, if you want good word snippets, is if you can find, hold on, I think I hear something. Maybe not. If you can find paperback copies for a good price at thrift stores of Little Women, Little House on the Prairie, of course, A Christmas Carol, Christmassy books. Find them at your thrift store, and especially a paperback edition. You'll find lots of pages, and if it's in the children's section, you'll often find lots of good illustrations to fussy cut in those books. And that's what I do. I also do that with other popular books. Anne of Green Gables. There's lots of beautiful fussy cuts in Anne of Green Gables. Not fussy cuts, word snippets. And so keep your eye peeled for inexpensive, like look how cute that is, from Little House on the Prairie. No, Little House in the Big Woods. So I'll put that up here for now. But I don't press too hard. I just want it to hold a little. So again, we're just gonna put these on, and that's pretty well my exciting bit of work that I need to do today. But you know, it's nice to have your company while I work. Flowers, nope. Flowers will go in the other one. Whisper will go in the other one. Snug and safe. Oh, I rather like that. I might put that in the great blue sky above. Nope, that can go. Picked flowers. Nope. I must have been going through the little house in the big woods. She sighed with contentment. I like that. Flowers. Yep, you're not going in. Everything was safe and snug. Okay, I like that. The sun was enormous. I'd love that in a Yule book. Playing outdoors. That might be good for in a Christmas. If you say you had a picture with children, fire was cozy. So see what I mean? I hang them off the edge. It leaves you room so that on this side, for example here, dark with shadows, I can fit it. You can get a 2-for-1 fitting, and same with over here. Hold on. Like softly, I can fit that there on this side, and they're okay, and they can overlap too. So chapter 1, see, you just never know when you're going to use it. Sparrows. I'm not sure if sparrows stay up here. One day. A good dog. Oh, see that? I feel misty just reading that. I've had so many good dogs. I've been very lucky. And I'm very happy about them. For a child who never grew up with a dog, although my parents grew up with dogs, they never wanted one. Voice came softly. They never wanted one as adults. I guess they got their fill as children, and as is their choice. The night was full of music. Oh, I kind of like that for Christmas. Soft as velvet. As was their choice. You know, their home, their choice. I never grew up with a dog, but when I had my own home and the timing was right, large glittering stars. Oh, see what I mean by I will need to keep this handy in the moonlight. Yes, I'll need to keep this handy just for regular time singing. Let's move that on this side. Anyhow, the little house. We know. Anyhow, once I had my own home, all's well that ends well. I'm just putting that down there because it's really long. I wanted a dog, and I wanted my children to have the experience of having had a dog, and I must say I've had a dog ever since. A great empty sky. Not sure that it's Christmassy, but I'm going to hang that off both sides. But just in case, bright eyes. Oh, children on Christmas morning have bright eyes. In the summertime, no. Now, what are you doing in there? You don't belong there. So I've had dogs ever since. Bacon and coffee. That sounds good to me. Under the moon. Yeah, that's their beautiful presents. Yep. There we go. Rabbits. No. We'll put that over there. The road turned there. Oh, that's just one of those ones that I thought was interesting. Tiny birds. Let's put that with the Christmas ones for now. It was a long, long way. Nope, you can go there. The warmth of the fire was pleasant. Let's put it here. Nice. Let's put it there. Christmas dinner. Oh, well, we know that one's got to go on there. So yeah, in this case, when I was making this morning, I used my glue gun. I have used successfully, but it's harder, Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. Can't remember which one. Glue gun, lovely feeling. No. Glue gun holds better. Warm from the sun. Glue gun works better and faster, and if you're good with your glue gun, you'll do a better job than I did. But everything was silent. Oh, that's very good for Christmas Eve. I got the job done. The blue sky, that's not Christmassy. I got the job done, and I'm not going to worry. This is not here for a fashion show. So I'm not going to worry about it. I think these ones are all entirely truthful. I think these ones are all for regular word snippets. Gained wisdom and learned. Chapter 3, home again. You just never know. I don't know anything about love. Oh, wow. When your dog curls round and round on the hearth before settling down, she says, I always think it's so interesting when dogs do that, don't you? Oh, I love that. We were just talking about dogs. I do love when they go round and round before they settle down. Boy, oh boy, I wish they could talk so that we could know for sure. I think they think dogs do that. It's part of their instinct from tamping down to make the nest for them to settle in from when they were wild, out in the wild, and choosing a place to sleep. But we'll never know until we all speak the same language. I think I'll leave that for now in the Christmassy one, and then I'm going to look a little bit harder after I turn the camera off through this one, because I know I've still got more Christmas ones mixed up in there. Everything was forgiven and forgotten. Nope. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I think, given that it actually honestly is lunchtime, I'm going to go and get some. The miracle happens. Oh, that can be used for Christmas. I think I will go get some lunch, but keep an eye out. Perhaps later today, the Little Woodlands Journal will there'll be a flip through available, and if not, definitely tomorrow will be its turn to go into my shop and see if it is going to go to a new home. So anyhow, I'm going to let you go here. We're like 20 seconds away from hitting 30 minutes. We did all right today. We didn't do a lot, but it was nice having your company while I got all this done. Oh, and it's just, I'll show you what it was. Webster's New World Dictionary, large type. So it's the cover off of that book. And I'll tell you, okay, before I go, because we always do long goodbyes here, I got that book. It was going to get tossed because people don't use dictionaries anymore, except people like you and I. Crafters use dictionaries, but otherwise people go online, or else they have spell check happening on their phone or their computer. But of course, we like the tiny little illustrations, and we like putting word definitions into our journals. So, and this one had nice large type and slightly larger little illustrations. So it was terrific, and it was in the take it for free box out at my Weigh and Pay store. So that for me, the price is right when it's free. and it fits my requirement for trying to make my journals as secondhand as possible. So so that's why I used up the pages. I went through it all and took out all the little illustrations and used up the other pages for, I'm still going through some of them, for inking pages, to put down on the desk while I work, because they were nice and big, and it was a thick book. And I saved the other cover because it's red, and I could cut it in half if I ever want to make a book from scratch. I'll already have the book cover and back chipboard to work with. So there we go. Nothing gets wasted. All right, I'm going to go have lunch. Hopefully we'll see each other a little later today. And if not, I'll be here tomorrow. So take care and have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk soon. Bye.